Have you ever walked past a graveyard after heavy rain and noticed how some graves sink? People say it's because the earth is soft, but that's not the truth. The truth is darker, much darker, because sometimes something beneath the soil is moving, and I know why, because I saw her. Her name was Maida. She was the corpse washer, and if you ever hear humming in a graveyard at night, for God's sake, don't look. Maida lived in a crooked wooden hut beside the cemetery. She was always barefoot, always wet. Her hands dripped water as if she had just pulled them out of a river, but she hadn't touched water all day. The villagers whispered about her. They said Maida never gave all of the dead back to the earth. She kept pieces of them, a tooth, a nail, a lock of hair. She hid them in glass jars beneath her floor. Nobody asked why, nobody dared. But one night I followed her. The moon was thin, the air was cold, and I crept to her hut. Through the cracks in the wall, I saw her kneeling on the floor, whispering into her jars. Then the dirt beneath her began to move, and a hand pushed up through the floorboards, gray, rotten, dead. Another hand followed, then a face, and then another and another. The corpses Maida had washed were crawling out of the ground. They dragged themselves toward her. Their bones cracked, their jaws clicked. Maida opened a jar, scooped out yellow teeth, gray fingernails, and fed them like a mother feeds her children. They chewed, they swallowed, and then they stared at her, waiting, and that's when she turned her head. Her face was not human anymore, her eyes two pits, black and dripping, her mouth open too wide for any skull, and the sound that came out was the sound of drownings. Then she whispered my name. I froze, my chest burned. The corpses turned toward me, their jaws stretched open, their nails scraped the floor. They began crawling toward me. I wanted to scream, but no sound came. I wanted to run, but my legs were stone, and then a rooster crowed. The first light of dawn split the night, and in an instant the corpses clawed back into the dirt, dragging themselves down, sinking beneath the floor. But Maida, she stayed. She smiled at me with that wet, twisted mouth. The next day she was gone. Her hut was empty, her jars smashed. But when the rains came, the villagers saw pale hands pushing up through the mud, as if the dead were still hungry. So listen to me, child. If you ever walk past a graveyard and you hear humming, keep walking. Do not look, do not listen, because if Maida whispers your name, your soul will never rest.